So good morning. Yeah, this morning didn't quite go as planned because I wanted to be here way earlier, but I overslept, unfortunately. But I still decided to come and have a look around. The title for this video was supposed to be Shorebirds at the River Oder. Now it's going to be location scouting for shorebirds at the River Oder. Mainly for the reason that I don't like the light anymore. It's probably, what's the time now? 1.5 hours after sunrise, and that golden light, was finished half an hour ago. You can see the sun is up here already, quite high. So we'll see how that turns out, but I'm not going to say that the light is not good anymore. It's just, most of you will know that there's that special orange soft light that you get in the morning and in the evening for half an hour to an hour sometimes, depending on where you are, and that's not possible anymore. But well, that shouldn't stop us from going out. And one other thing is that I've been here before, not right here, 50 minutes north. So I don't know this particular spot here, but it was supposed to be good for shorebirds. So that's why I decided to come and check it out. So for that reason you could say that I couldn't expect like proper pictures in any case, because I don't know the place, and it's always difficult to plan if you don't know what you have to work with. But we'll see. And I can actually show you where exactly I am. Let me just walk up here. There you go. Let me turn the camera. There you go. That's the River Oder. And over there, on the other side of the river, that's Poland. I'm not sure what town that is. But that's Poland over there. And my plan is to walk up north, because somewhere here, where's my finger? There, somewhere here is supposed to be quite good for shorebirds, and that's what I want to check out today and see what I can find. There's supposed to be a good place for let me turn the camera back again. There's supposed to be a good place for oyster catchers, common redshanks, even the kingfisher is supposed to be there, terns. So let's go and check it out. Here right behind me is some camping going on right at the river. Well, I love camping, but sometimes it gets annoying when there's always people there where you want to go. Oh. Not that I own the place, but it's different when you have people there. So off to the next spot, and there was actually quite a good spot right at the river here, where you could also lie down and you have the anything that comes by on eye level, because you are actually right on water level. But I'm sure there is more of that up there. When I did research, it's supposed to be the culture somewhere here in that place. I've been here for a couple of minutes only, so I haven't heard or seen it, but it's supposed to be here. So one of my plans was to see, you see here, this is the actual river, and over here, this is just wetland. And by looking at the map, so Google Maps, you can't really see what they look like on the day when you come here, because you don't know exactly when those pictures were taken. So I was hoping they were quite full. I mean, we have now May, there should be. So I will walk a bit and see if I find a couple of spots where I can go down and lie flat right at the water, and then I have to check how deep it is, so that I can guess what kind of bird could be walking through this bit of water here. Because I haven't photographed something like oyster catchers, for example, but they're not the biggest birds, so they look for water that's the right depth for them to walk in. And I think I'll have to go down here now and have a look, because there's too many trees over here. I can't really go in there what it looks like. So let's see what we can see down there. So half an hour, 45 minutes in, and I haven't found a spot to lie down or anything or sit as yet, and I'm not sure if I will today, because hope you can see it now. This water here, this is not the actual river. This is just a side arm. I think that's the English word for it. It's a side arm, and the actual river is, you won't be able to see that on the camera. It's a good, what is that, 500 meters between that side arm and the river. And the problem is that so far, the place that I've walked, so far there's a fence down here. You can maybe see it here, it's a thin fence. So I can't really go in on that land here and go to that side arm or to these little water, where are they, here, these little ponds. So I wasn't aware of that fence, but I knew that there are places here that where you are allowed to walk in and where you aren't allowed to walk in. So maybe it's just about finding that one place where I can walk in. I don't know, but I didn't expect that. What I will do now, I will walk up to where the side arm joins the actual river and see if I can find anything along that side arm, and if not, then I will have to think about what I do, or if this place is actually worth coming back, which I think it is, because I'm very convinced that there are places here where you can do some photography. It's just about finding them, and with those fences here, I could obviously jump it, but we're not lawbreakers. We are only photographers. Let's see. I hope the sound in the background is not too loud for now. But I decided to sit here and watch. There was a red kite just now, and I decided to just watch it a bit. And then I saw what I believe was a white-tailed eagle. Again, as earlier on, I'm not sure because it was too far away, but it's now sitting in a tree over there, and which is quite far away, but I've decided to just take a bit of a break here and watch the area and see if I can figure out what that is. And until then, I'll just, as I just said, just see what I can find, what I can see flying by. And then the plan was to walk from where I parked down there to where that side arm here joins the actual river, which is probably 2 kilometers away still. So I will walk there and then back, and then I think call it a day when I'm back at the car. But one thing I wanted to say is that this place here, I've mentioned it before, that I've been here before. As I said earlier on, it was probably a couple of kilometers north. So I don't know this particular place here, but I know the area. That's how you can probably say it. And then I did some research on the whole area here, on that border region, that is split, or where the two countries are split by the river. And I did some research for birds mostly, and then I came across a couple of websites, and I've also found a book where you get some tips on what you can find here, and it seems to be quite accurate. But the problem is that comes in here is that those books and websites and whatever you can find to do your research on is more for bird watching and not so much for bird photography. And there is a difference, quite a big one. Well, let's say if you're happy with something like a proof shot, where you just take a picture of a bird flying in a distance, background doesn't matter, the light doesn't matter, you're just happy that you've got the bird on a picture, then it's okay. But for anything more, not so much. So you should be aware that if you do your research on these pages, and it's nothing that I've only learned now, but it came apparent again that if you do research on these pages, then that doesn't mean that you will then end up with a full day of photography, or half a day, or a couple of shots even. That might also mean that you just go to the place, and then you will have to do the location scouting yourself still. And that's probably what this day turns out to be, just a day of location scouting, because the light is also very harsh now. Not that I wouldn't take pictures in this light, but it's just not what I'm after. And that means, as I said, you either go and do the location scouting yourself, which takes time and a couple of days, or sometimes lots of days, where you go home empty-handed, or you come into contact with people that know the area, maybe even photographers that can give you tips on where to go, on where you have good chances. But for me, it's probably one of those two options that you have, really. So you should just be aware of that when you do research on new places. And if you are maybe from here, I can quickly show you where I am exactly on the map here. If you are from here, then whether that's on the German side or the Polish side, I'm always happy to get tips on where to go, where to look for good spots and so on, because I'm not too familiar with that area yet. But as I say, if you know this place, if you know the area, if you've been here before, maybe I'd appreciate it if you let me know where to look for a good spot. And that's about it for now. So I'll probably get up in the next couple of minutes, make my way north, and then see what still happens today. Okay, I arrived at the end of the route that I planned to take. and now I'll have to walk back to the car, which is a good 5 kilometers. And then I looked on the map now, I decided to go further south. From the car it's about 15 minutes, it's about a 15-minute drive, because on the map during the research I saw that there is a little beach, tiny beach, but it seems like it's possible to get right to the river there, unless there's also fences or anything else that blocks it off. I will have to check that out, but I want to make use of that since I'm here. And yeah, so far I haven't really been able to find any good spots to come back to, even though the bird life here is really nice and very active and very cool. But for photography it's not really promising. So that's the plan now. I'll wait for my socks and shoes to dry a bit more, and then I'll walk back and go off to the other spot. So I hope you can hear me loud and clear, because there's quite a lot of wind here. But I found a really cool spot, 20 minutes with the car from where I went this morning, and you can see I'm in the middle of the water here. Actually, I'm parked in the water. Yeah, that's the only way to get here really, because it's so flooded. Why I came here now, because I was standing down there where those people are, there. But there are common terns flying around here. I don't know if you can see one. There's right one there, and one just went in and died. And I couldn't get them really from there. And then I tried to come closer, and they are here. I don't know if you can see it quickly there. So that's what I'm going to do now for the rest of the time. See if I can get some nice pictures, and then I head home. But this place will definitely be marked as a go-to place and a coming back place. Really cool, especially in autumn when the water's not that high. Then you can probably also, there's a river right here, that's the actual river there, and when the water's not that high, then you can probably also go and lie down and get some other angles. But yeah, for now I'm going to make use of what I got here now and see what I will be able to get. So that's the end of the video. After this I'm going home. Thank you for watching. I mentioned earlier on, if you are from the area or if you know the place, I'm happy for any more tips about photography places. And if you like the video, do the usual thing on YouTube. Give it a like. It would also mean a lot, because then you would support my channel and you would help me grow. Comment if you like the video, ask questions, whatever it is that you want to know. And then I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.